Well, here I am sitting in front of the largest painting in the exhibition, and as you can see from where the camera is now, you can probably see quite clearly that there's some text there inside the surface, and this one has actually got the date 1948, which I thought was quite an interesting date because I discovered it's the date when the Republic of Korea was founded, and also the date when the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was founded, in other words, North Korea. So it's an important date for Koreans, but I'm not saying it's necessary to think that about the painting or even know that about the painting, because I hope the painting has some kind of visual interest in its own right, even if you don't spend much time thinking about the date. You'll also notice, and I'm not sure if you can see it from where the camera is now, that there's the word poems above, which happened to be part of the text I used. The text I used was a book of poetry by the English-American poet T.S. Eliot, published in 1948. And I liked the way in which she had this fragment of a word, poems, which would evoke something perhaps in your mind in relation to that date. But by the time you're where you're standing now, where the camera is positioned now, perhaps you can't see anything on the surface. I'm not sure, but that's okay. Why don't we ask the camera person to go back far to the other side of the gallery. Camera person, go back to the other side of the gallery. All right, now panning around. I thought this would be quite nice to do this because it's just a reminder that when we look at paintings, we don't look at them like we look at paintings online or in books. We move in front of paintings. They're a physical activity involving our bodies. We're moving close to the side and so on. And that means that the experience of a painting is more than just a visual experience. It's one that involves our physical movements. And those movements give us different information about the painting. And that's all part of what a painting is. I'm leaning here on a bookcase for my book paintings. Actually, it's the first time I thought to put them actually on a shelf, because what you are looking at now are actually 3 covers of books. Actually, they're books about Korea. Well, actually, one of them's not a book, one of them's a magazine, a famous Korean magazine from the 1970s and 80s. The other 2 are books. So these have a Korean theme. And these are what I call my book paintings. And again, probably from where the camera's positioned, they don't look like anything except 3 coloured rectangles. And it's only when you're moving closely that you can see that they've actually got text inside them, the text from the covers of the books, which has been made not in the normal way by using a different colour to make them stand out, but by building up layers of paint so that the colour's not really different, but the texture's different. There's a kind of relief of them. They cast a little shadow so that when you get in close you can see it quite clearly that there's something on the surface. Okay.